All right, Shalom. Shalom. First off and foremost, as always, I want to say call Halayim La Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahushai, Bahashem, Hakwadash. Double honor being to the elder apostles of Great Millstone that do rule and teach well. And a shalom to you, Ankim out there that's pushing the truth through the spirit, through the power, and through the name of Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahushai, Bahashem, Hakwadash. Okay, so this lesson is going to be a quick lesson, pertaining to prophecy of World War III. And as if you've been keeping up with what's going on, pertaining to World War III, things are heating up between Ishmael and Amalek, and World War III is prophesied in the scriptures, and a lot of people, that's oblivious to what's going on, here in Babylon, basically the ones that are not in the truth, or the ones that are in the dark, they don't know that Babylon is about to be overthrown by thermonuclear destruction, ultimately overthrown by the Lord. But a lot of people can't see this place falling, because it's been the bully in the block for so long. The people think that America's reign is just going to be forever. But the scriptures say that her time is to come, and it shall not be prolonged. Just roughly paraphrasing in Isaiah 13. Okay, so I have a couple articles. I'm gonna skim through them, and the first one right here, and Lord's word, this lesson is edifying to the Lord's sheep. But right here, now this is from the source endtimeheadlines.org, and it says, it says the U.S. or Babylon. It says U.S. to send troops to the Middle East as region teeters on brink of war. Okay, Babylon to send troops to the Middle East as region teeters on brink of war. You see, now when I think of that, I think of the scriptures. When it says, "The least of the flock shall draw them out." And the least of the flock is talking about, Israel. Drawing who out? Drawing Babylon out. Okay, because they're in cahoots together. Babylon is the ally to Israel. And the scriptures, the prophecy says that the least of the flock being Israel. Because they're a very small nation. Right, you can look at the map and see how small that country is. The least of the flock is gonna, cause Babylon to, be in this war, and ultimately, bring Babylon down to nothing, bring it down to a nuclear pile of ash. All right, a matter of fact, let's get that real quick. Let me just snag that real quick. All right. Let's see here. Yep. This is Jeremiah chapter. Let's see here. All right, Jeremiah 49 and verse 20, and it says, "Therefore hear the counsel of the Lord Yahweh Bahashem Yahushai, that he have taken against Edom." You see, and his purposes that he have proposed against the inhabitants, the inhabitants of Teman. Surely the least of the flock shall draw them out. Surely he shall make their habitations desolate with them. You see, so the least of the flock being Israel, these JOOs, at this moment in time, all right, they're gonna, lead the Babylonians into war with them, because they're at alliances together. So just like how somebody would, try to, somebody, a bully or whoever would try to beat up your little brother, and you being a big brother, what's going to happen? first instinct, you're going to, help your little brother, you know, uh, uh, from getting beat up, or, defend your little brother, away from that bully or bullies. You see? So you can look at it in this sense. But ultimately, Babylon and Israel is going to be destroyed. Okay? That land is going to be destroyed. The land of Israel is going to be destroyed because the people are in that land. Are the true people are in that land, and we know. I don't want to say too much because Esau, he likes clipping videos. And and also too dealing with Babylon. Okay, it's prophesied for Babylon to be destroyed. It's prophesied for Esau as a whole, you see, to be destroyed. Okay, so we are living in the time of war. We're living in the time of war is happening right now. But guess what? Just like Habashai said, the end is not yet, because that chip still got to come. The MOTB still has to, come, within all of this, because it's prophecy. Okay, the MOTB, Jacob's trouble, Yahushua returning, nuclear war. You see, the elect being delivered. All these things must come to pass. All right. So Babylon being drawn into this war is very, is beautiful, great news. Okay. So let's head back to the article, and it says the U.S. is sending troops to the Middle East in response to the surge in violence between Israel and Hezbollah, and as the region teeters on the edge of an all-out war. You see, so just like how the scriptures say, let me get it real quick. This is Jeremiah 50 and verse, let's see here. I believe it was 20 or 21. Yep. Okay, let me get this in the NLT. I'm just see what it says. So this is Jeremiah 50 and verse 22. All right. All right, this is Jeremiah 50 and 22 says, this is the NLT says, let the battle cry be heard in the land, a shout of great destruction. Babylon, the mighty's hammer in all the earth, lies broken and shattered. Babylon is desolate among the nations, you see. So in the KJV it says, a sound of battle is in the land and of great destruction. Because why? Because we're living in the time of war. We were living in the time of prophecy to be fulfilled. Like how it says in Ecclesiastes, the 3rd chapter, a time of, to kill, time to heal, a time for peace and time for war. You see, a time to cry, a time to laugh. So we're living in a time of war, man. Okay. We're living in a time of nuclear war, World War III, of prophecy being fulfilled. Okay. Jeremiah 50 and 22, KJV, a sound of battle is in the land and of great destruction. How is the hammer of the whole earth cut asunder and broken? How is Babylon becoming desolation among the nations? Right, because Babylon is a very great nation. Just like how it says in Isaiah 47, thou shalt no more be called tender and delicate. You see, Babylon is not looked at this innocent, woman anymore. Babylon is being, is being looked at as the whore that she is, and that is describes her to be in the Holy Bible, man, and the scriptures. Okay, and this place is being broken down from the inside out. The whole hammer of this earth, the earth, the whore, this kingdom, the wine of Babylon that has got the whole earth drunken is now being made bare, man. Okay, and there's nothing that these heathens can do about it, because it's privacy. All right, everybody's turned against Babylon, man. Babylon is about to get effed up. It's about to fall. Okay, right along with the with Amalek. You see, so Babylon is on a time limit right now. Okay, Babylon has been spreading its wine for so long. But now these nations are they're sobering up. Okay, now they're mad, like how it says in the book of, I believe, this same if I think the next chapter. Okay, yep, Jeremiah 51 in verse let's see 7. It says, Babylon have been a golden cup in the Lord's hand that made all the earth drunken. You see, because imagine you being the host of a party, and you passing out cups to everybody, cups of cups of the some good wine, but you start drinking, and everybody they get drunk off that wine, and they keep drinking and keep drinking and they just keep drinking it, and actually let me keep going. And it says that made all the earth drunken, and it says the nations have drunken of her wine, therefore the nations are mad. You see, that's like a janky ass party host passing out some wine, people are drinking it, whatnot, then they come to realize that the wine they've been drinking was some rancid ass wine. Now they sobered up, and now their eyes are open to this janky ass party host of giving them some bullshit ass wine, you know, and that's like Babylon. These nations are mad. They're gone. They're pissed off because they realized that Esau's deception, his westernization, his false philosophies, his bullshit ass dogma, his indoctrination on how he, does the world, it's been all, a lie this whole time. They've been backstabbing the other nations. Babylon is a damn whore. Okay, but that's why, this place is about to, burn with fire. You see? This place is about to be burned with fire, man. Okay? And that's according to biblical prophecy. All right? So let's head back to let's see here. The article, and it says the Pentagon announced on Monday that additional quote unquote additional service members would be deployed to join the 40,000 already stationed in the region, along with a dozen warships and fighter jet squadrons. You see, and that alone reminds you of I believe this year, a couple months back, you had them having talks about reinstating the U.S. draft. Okay, if they already didn't do it, but there is definitely going to be some young Americans, some young Babylonians, getting drafted to fight in World War III. Believe that, man. Okay, if they're already sending out additional service members to join to like it just said right here, to join the 40,000 already stationed, and in that region over there in the Middle East, then what's that tell you, man? Okay, Babylon these nations are about to clash head to head, man. Okay, and we are truly living in the time of prophecy being fulfilled. You see, and it says Israeli forces have ramped up their airstrikes deep inside Lebanon, and the State Department has warned all Americans to leave as the risk of conflict spirals to levels not seen in years. It says tensions have reached boiling point in the last 7 days and started to deteriorate when pages and walkie-talkies owned by members of Hezbollah exploded in a coordinated attack last week, and that's a war. That's a attack. That's a what they call it. They call it damn, that's a term they call it. But for lack of better words, like the article just stated, that's an attack, man. Okay, that's a man. It's slipping my mind right now. All right, but that's the Wadi Habashima Shah is called an act of war. Okay, an act of war. You know, if somebody was to go, you know, hit someone or whatever, then that person, if that person hits somebody, that's well, guess what? That's an act of war. Okay, if I go, to a whole different area, not saying me, but a group of people, they would go to a whole different area and whole different country and just start, attacking, people of that certain other country. That's an act of war. That's an act of violence. Okay, so what do you expect the other side to do? They're going to retaliate. You see, they're going to retaliate, man. All right. So just like how it says, it says right here, it says, region teeters on the edge of an all-out war. Guess what, man? That's right, because that's about to happen in your lifetime. Nuclear war. Okay. And even though things have to still, come into play, like we said earlier, like the MOTB, that still has to, come into play, because that's one of the major prophecies that we're waiting on. Okay, you got, MOTB, the whole thing with Elon Musk and his Neuralink, So there's many, prophetic events happening around us, and we're just waiting everything to, finally happen. In which we're seeing it happen, and we're seeing it, build up. We're seeing the buildup of the mandatory, implementation of the MOTB. We're seeing the buildup of a nuclear war, of World War III. We're seeing the buildup of Jacob's trouble. You got the election coming up in a couple months. Hey, and that's gonna be a game changer. I'm excited to see how that plays out. So everything is all in the rightful spot, man. We're living in some beautiful times, because everything that we see is good news for us, but bad news for the wicked. Because in order for us to get out of this captivity and be delivered by Yahweh Shai and of course get to the kingdom, then these things must come to pass. Well, actually, let's get that real quick, because Yahweh Shai said it. All right. This is let's see here. Matthew 24 and verse verse 6. It says, "And ye shall hear of wars and rumors of wars. See that ye be not troubled, for all these things must come to pass, but the end is not yet." Okay, now let's get that in the NLT. Matthew 24 and verse 6 in the NLT, it says, "And you will hear of wars and threats of wars, but don't panic." All right, right. Don't panic. Don't fret, right? Yes, these things must take place, but the end won't follow immediately, right? So even though we may be seeing, these attacks back and forth between, Ishmael and Amalek, doesn't mean that this is the complete end, of Esau's kingdom yet. Okay, but don't get it twisted. Esau is ending. He is going down, but it's not the end yet. You see? So that's why Yahweh Shai said that. So we have to remain, patient. You have to remain faithful. Okay, because it's only a matter of time till things, till it actually happens. That's why it says in the book of Habakkuk, if I may grab this real quick, Habakkuk 2 and 3, it says, "For the vision is yet for an appointed time, but at the end it shall speak and not lie," right? Everything is gonna happen when it happens. Everything, the Lord controls everything. So he knows everything. The Most High knows everything. Okay. The Lord knows, the Most High, the Heavenly Father knows when, knows when this place is gonna actually fall. He knows. This is his movie. So everything is gonna happen how it's gonna happen. Okay, it's gonna happen. And when I say that, I mean everything's gonna happen in its due season, in due time. Okay, it's all up to Yahweh Shema Shai. Okay, all we gotta do is wait upon the Lord, keep our faith, unto death, and just remain faithful, man, and have that faith, in the names of Yahweh Shema Shai, man. Right? And it says, but at the end it shall speak and not lie, right? Meaning, it's gonna come to pass. The vision is yet for an appointed time, right? The prophecies is yet for an appointed time. All right. And it's right here it says, but at the end it shall speak and not lie, right? At the end, we're living the last days, right? It shall speak, meaning that it's gonna be fulfilled, it's gonna manifest, right? Like how it says in the book of Second Esdras, the 9th chapter, I believe the around the 5th and like 6th verse, it says the end is manifest. So it's very, clear, as clean water, that we're in the end of Edom's, reign. Okay. And it says, and not lie, though it tarry, wait for it. Right. So we got to wait, we got to wait, but we got to wait no longer. We wait any longer because things are picking up, man. Okay. The days are being made shorter. It's about to be 2025, man. It seems like just yesterday the Paus Tahar was, giving the name for 2024. By the time you know it, how many months you got? What's that? October, November, December. So less than 4 months is gonna be, 2025, man. Okay. So we are definitely, at the end of this place. You see, and it says, though it tarry, wait for it, because it will surely come, it will not tarry. Okay. Right here in the NLT, it says, this vision is for a future time. It describes the end, and it will be fulfilled. If it seems slow in coming, wait patiently, for it will surely take place. It will not be delayed. And why won't it be delayed? Because the Lord, his word won't go back unto him void, as it says in the book of Isaiah. Okay. Whatever the Lord says, it goes. Okay. Set in stone, man. It's going to happen. Because what people fail to realize, the ones that's in gross darkness, the ones that's oblivious to what's going on around them, they think that the reality that they're living in, they think that that's that. Okay. And when I say that, they think that whatever bubble they're living in, they think that that's reality, in the real world. Okay. They're living a reality filled with vanity. Okay. We're living in reality according to Yahweh Shema Shai, which ultimately is prophecy, because prophecy is reality. So when prophecy, manifests, people are going to realize that their life has been vain, and when shit's the fan, when Jacob's trouble, comes to pass, and that prophecy is fulfilled, ultimately people are they're gonna lose it, man. Okay. So, so the Lord has, bestowed mercy upon us to, let us know ahead of time before shit's the fan, man. That's mercy right there, man. Man, that is mercy for us to know, about the prophecies before things get worse out here. Hey, call Lo Yahweh Shema Shai, man. Okay. I'd rather know than not know. Okay. Let's see here. So let's see. All right. So that was, it's more in the article, but it's a whole lot of, paragraphs, but you get the point on this article. So that's the first article. And the second article, let me get this right here. It says, now this is from the same source, the endtimeheadlines.org, and it says, Israel enters into all out war on 5 fronts. Okay, meaning I believe they're war fronts. All right, and right here is like a little picture, and it says Hezbollah. It says ground war with Israel across Lebanon's southern border. It says Iraqi and Syrian militias. It says drone and missile attacks on Israel. For Hamas, it says guerrilla warfare against Israel inside Gaza. For the Houthis, it says strikes in Red Sea on Israeli and Western vessels. And for Iran, it says long-range strikes against Israel to support its proxy forces. So they're at war right now, man. Okay, they're at war right now. But like Yahushua said, but the end is not yet. Okay, but the end will not come immediately because more prophecies have to happen. You see, it's like a puzzle. You know, like imagine you doing a puzzle right now, and you may have all the pieces not fully connected, but you may have the end piece that you got the corner piece to finish to to lead into the middle piece. All right, but the puzzle is getting finished. But guess what? The puzzle is not complete because the puzzle still needs more pieces to be fully completed. So look at it like that. The prophecies has to be fulfilled fully, right? Because war is happening right now, but the chip still didn't fully come here yet. Okay, the hour of temptation, ultimately, right? Jacob's trouble still didn't fully manifest. Yahushua returning, man. How that's we looking for that. We earnestly hope for Yahushua to return, deliver us, which we know he will. But that's our faith. You see, us being delivered and Babylon being destroyed, by thermonuclear destruction. You see? So all these things play a factor. Okay. So in the article, it says Israel intensified the conflict in the Middle East to new levels today, killing more than 180 people in Lebanon in the latest attack since military officials declared a quote-unquote a new phase of war against Hezbollah had begun last week. On Tuesday, it says Mossad is thought to have orchestrated one of the most psychologically damaging clandestine attacks in recent memory, injuring thousands of Hezbollah members with exploding pagers and radios across 2 days. You see, so that was an active war. All right, and Mossad, if you didn't know, is basically what the CIA is to Babylon. Like special operations. You see, so yeah, man, we're living in a beautiful time. Okay, let's keep going. It says, then on Friday, the IDF delivered a punishing strike that eliminated a top Hezbollah commander, along with some 37 other militiamen and civilians, before counting aerial bombardments over the weekend and into this morning. Let's see here. It says Lebanon's health ministry this afternoon declared 274 people have been killed and that at least 1,024 injured so far today alone, prompting officials to accuse Jerusalem of carrying out an extermination, quote unquote. You see? So, man, it's all right there, man. Just by reading this alone, this is ultimately going to lead to World War III. So call Allah Yahweh Shema Shai for this, man. This is good news. Okay. And dealing with World War III, okay, let me snap this real quick. This is going to be a war, okay, that is not going to be, your typical, war, right? It's going to be a nuclear one. This Isaiah 9 and verse 5, and it says, for every battle of the warrior is with confused noise and garments rolled in blood. And even, movies show you that, with the confused noise, the swords clashing, men getting pierced through with swords, making gruesome noises, war cries, Watch movies like 300, Braveheart, Patriot. The list goes on. You know, that was the ancient way of fighting, right? But let's see what it says. And garments wrote in blood, but this shall be with burning and fuel of fire, right? But this war, this particular battle, okay, World War III, the war that's going to end all wars, right? Because there's a quote by Albert Einstein. He said, damn, how's it go? I'm pretty sure you brothers know it, but let me just look it up real quick. Albert Einstein, World War III quote. Okay, it says, I know not with what weapons World War III will be fought, but World War IV will be fought with sticks and stones. And ultimately, meaning what? Because after World War III, that's going to be, that's it. Okay, that's going to be the war to end all wars. Nuclear, that's it. Okay, because after this war, it's done. Esau's done. It's going to be our turn, to rule. Okay, all these nations are going to be destroyed. Okay, by Yahweh Shema Shai, man. Ultimately, by the chariots, by the laser beams, by these nukes. Okay, the Lord's gonna, as the old saying goes, kill two birds with one stone, man. All right, because we read the book of Second Esdras, the 13th chapter. It talks about how once Yahushua returns, the nations are gonna, seek to fight him, because that's because according to them it's gonna be a so-called alien invasion, right? That's why the scriptures speak about a war in heaven. These people in the war in heaven is gonna be Esau, Space Force, his military against the Lord's, angelic, heavenly force. They're gonna try to fight Yahweh Shai, but of course they're not gonna win. But this is what this is all gonna lead up to: World War III. Yahweh Shai returning, destroying the nations. Us being delivered out of that nuclear fire, and ultimately America being destroyed, Babylon being destroyed by thermonuclear destruction. Okay, so this war that is about to happen, like the scriptures say, the third will come up quickly, right? This war that's about to happen is going to be nuclear, okay? But this particular war, like how it says in Isaiah 9:5, but this shall be with burning and fuel of fire, nuclear fire, burning, okay? This is the book of Joel 2. And let's see here. Joel 2 and verse 2. Outside verse 1, it says, blow ye the trumpet in Zion and sound an alarm in my holy mountain. Let all the inhabitants of the land tremble, for the day of the Lord is cometh, for it is nigh at hand. Right, man? The Lord he's around the corner. We don't know when, but we know that he is coming. You see, we know that he is going to make his second return, right? For the day of the Lord cometh, for it is nigh at hand. We're living the last days of the last days, and you can clearly see that this place is only going to get worse. All right, so we need a deliverer. We need to be saved. We actually need to be saved. Okay, we need to be saved, and guess what? The Lord is going to save us. He's going to deliver us. Okay, so the return of Yahweh Shai is at hand, right? And why is that? Because the scriptures say, because we read like the book of Joel, scriptures like, because the Lord gave us signs, man. Signs in the heavens, the blood moons, the solar eclipses, upwards of the people, famines, pestilences, wars and rumors of wars, false prophets. These are the signs that the Lord told us to look out for, indicating his return. Okay, so we're seeing the signs, we're seeing uproars of the people, we're seeing earthquakes, we're seeing, wars and rumors of wars, etc., etc. So we know that the Lord is, about to make his arrival very, very soon, right? And it says, verse 2, it says, a day of darkness and of gloominess, a day of clouds and of thick darkness, as the morning spread upon the mountains. A great people, right? So the day of the Lord is going to be dark. It's going to be, gloomy. It's going to be very frightful, very scary. Okay. Once that fellowship comes and those chariots come, it's going to cover the sky, man. It's going to, you're going to have, man, it's going to be very frightful, man. Okay. But we're going to be okay. All right. There's going to be, it's going to be a mixed emotion. It's going to be nervous. It's going to be happy, but that day is going to happen. Okay. It says, a great people and a strong, there have not been ever the like, right? Talking about nuclear, the nukes. Okay. It's not talking about actual men. It's talking about nukes. Okay. It says a great people and a strong, there have not been ever the like, neither shall be any more after it, right? Because these nations have, advanced weaponry and advanced nuclear capability. That's why, going back to the Albert Einstein quote, I read it again. It says, I know not with what weapons World War III will be fought, but World War IV will be fought with sticks and stones. Why is that? Because after this, that's it. Okay. Because once these nuclear weapons are shot off, once these nukes are shot off and hit its target, that's it. Everything's gonna be completely desolate. Okay. It's gonna look like, back to the Stone Age, back to sticks and stones, man. That's how, major the destruction is gonna be upon Babylon, and upon this place, man. Okay. And so it says back in Joel 2 and verse 2, it says, neither shall be any more after it, even to the years of many generations, right, man? Because this place is going to be completely turned into a pile of, ash, stubble. All right. And, these nations have, I know I said it, but I'm going to say it again. They have reached a, what's the word I'm looking for? Their knowledge has been, like the scriptures say, knowledge shall increase. So the Lord has gave these nations power to create these missiles. He gave Esau the power to create the nukes. All right. So ultimately, over time, the ability to create weaponry is gonna get better. Like how you will keep practicing and then you mess up. Trial and error. So eventually you're going to get better to a point where you have perfected your craft or perfected this instrument. You see, because Esau was blessed with the sword. All right. So, the weaponry is at it, basically is at its peak right now, the nuclear capability. So after this, hey, man, that's going to be the last war, man. Okay. And to prove my point, let's go to Isaiah 54 and verse 16, because Esau didn't get this knowledge on his own. The Lord gave it to him. Okay. Isaiah 54 and verse 16, it says, behold, I have created the smith that bloweth the coals in the fire, and that bringeth forth an instrument for his work. Right. Okay. Going back to Robert Oppenheimer, Project Paperclip, that whole ordeal. Okay. Teaming and, the Edomite Americans and the Edomite Germans that came together to work on this atom bomb. Okay. You can look it up. Okay. They made a movie about it, man. All right. Esau being the smith. Okay. And it says that bloweth the coals in the fire, and that bringeth forth an instrument for his work. You see? And I have created the waster to destroy, and the waster is what? The nukes. Okay. So ultimately, the Lord gave Esau, he blessed him with a sword, to ultimately be his downfall. Like the old saying goes, you live by the sword, you shall die by the sword. Just like how Shai said that. Okay. He that live by the sword shall perish with the sword. Okay, loosely paraphrasing it. Okay, so Esau's blessing is ultimately his curse. Okay, his downfall. Okay, that's why Esau he deceived. His pride had deceived him. He's in the biggest trick bag of all time, and he doesn't even know it. You see, he thinks that with his NWO and his plans and what he's doing, he thinks that that's off of his own strength. But no, the Lord is letting you do that. The Lord is directing you to do that, and you are fulfilling what the scriptures say, which is prophecy. You see, so everything is falling into place, rightfully so. Okay, so let me see if it's a little more in this article real quick. All right, let's see here. So about really the same thing. It's a lengthy article, but the point has been made, and Laura's Walk can put the links in the description box. So if you want to read up on both of the articles, you can. But hey, the point's been made. But let me close out on this. This is the book of Revelation, chapter 11 and verse 14. It says, the second woe was past, meaning what? World War II. Okay. World War II, World War One already passed. World War II already passed. Okay. And World War One is also spoke about in the scriptures, Revelation, the ninth chapter. Okay. And it says the second woe was past, and behold, the third woe cometh quickly. Meaning what? It's around the corner, right? Because it's prophecy. It's the words of Yahweh Bashmal Shai. Okay. And the word woe means destruction. Okay. So, the third war, destruction is coming soon upon Babylon. Okay. And nuclear fires is going to come down, 2/3 upon the heathen, ultimately upon the wicked. Okay. Because Babylon also being destroyed by, fire is also coined in the scriptures as the lake of fire, which ultimately is called the second death, which also is in the scriptures. Because the first death was during the time of Noah, during that, the great flood. Okay, when the Lord flooded the earth. But this time he's going to flood the earth again with fire. Okay, he's going to flood, this wicked society with fire. Okay. So with that being said, I just want to say, Kol Lam La, Yahweh Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem Kakwadash. Double honors being two of the elder apostles, a great millstone that do rule and teach well. And a shalom to Ankim out there that's pushing his truth through the spirit, through the power, and through the name of Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem Kakwadash. And Lord as well, the sheep of the Lord was fed and edified. With that being said, shalom.